guys, it is Michael from StevensvilleGamers and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Last time I wrote a poem and we got one of the Sayori interactions. And now I'm going to decide who I am going to show my poem to first. And I think I'm going to show it to Yuri because Yuri is the person who I was trying to write the poem about. So Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair, I guess. Hi. Also, her voice is the easiest on mine. Hi. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. So I wouldn't be super harsh on you. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Yeah, it might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Wait, this isn't her voice, it's Sayori. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can be blamed. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the clubs gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like this. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Nope. Please do. I'd love to keep going back to Sayori's. I'd love to share my thoughts. My thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Click outside the poem to continue. Oh, I can't read cursive. Oh. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be released by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe claims breathing air. Calms breathing air of present but living in the past. But living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's poetic. I can't read it because I'm terrible at reading cursive. I never learned. So I'm gonna have to learn quick, I guess, if they're all gonna write in cursive. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault that I don't know how to read. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Listen. Listen here. Okay? Well, I just don't read script very often. See, exactly, I don't read cursive. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost after all, Michael. That's not her voice. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to the ghost. So you are writing from your own experiences, and you're very quiet, so you feel like a ghost because no one really pays attention to you because you don't pay attention to anybody else because you're a quiet person. I think I get it. Lingering in her past, remaining lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. You talking about yourself, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up one of these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Ugh, my leg's falling asleep. I'm counting on you. Oh, thanks. Oh, I have to show them all of them. Alright, Sayori's next. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Michael. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Oh, I haven't talked to Natsuki yet. Are you sure? Oh wait, this is me. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Michael poem. It's weird. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can... Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You are so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's just like just like I said before, Michael. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things is like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Oh, hey, this one isn't in script. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead on the top of kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Apparently she likes food. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Oh, I think that was me. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, she was saying Monica's poem is the best. Well, I look forward to it. Okay, now I have to go show my poem with either Natsuki or Monica. And I think I'm gonna save Monica for the last one. So let's go to Natsuki. Oh, but her voice is obnoxious to do. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it was not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh no, it's kind of sad. People can try and that's about it. Wow. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point. It isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And Monica, the last one. Hi, Michael. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right. I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, Michael. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Huh. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, maybe good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Oh wait, that was me. Huh? Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So, I think the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But, in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Jokes on to everyone else, she's not happy probably. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while for me to feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles though. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's just because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me, since the direction the spackle produces. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. That's weird. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to talk to for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, then performed out loud. It can really be powerful. Well, what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put this. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. Because it's kind of strong. Because it's coming off strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too asphyxiated on one point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that was everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read them, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come off that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Michael did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Oh, and you're not particularly inspiring, Natsuki, which I haven't yet. And Michael liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Michael appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And you do know that he didn't appreciate... And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberated going out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Michael started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Michael, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, Michael. Wait, well, there is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings, meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Michael? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think of me more highly. So of course that's going to be, I'm gonna save this right here. Yes, we're gonna save this and we're gonna end this off right here, and we're gonna make this decision in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you would like to get some Stevensville Gamers merchandise, you can do so by checking out the link to Redbubble that's in the description. There's also social media stuff that you can check out that's also down below, posting more on social media in 2018, hopefully, so check that out. Also, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so you're notified when we upload. We upload every other day, and if you want to watch this game from the beginning, the playlist is going to be at the end. So yeah, make sure you guys keep the all yes spirit with you, because Michael from Stevensville Gamers is going to be signing off now. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Hey guys, it is Michael
and Cricket
from Stevensville Gamers, and welcome back. Hey guys, it is Michael
and David and me
from Stevensville Gamers. Hey guys, it is Michael
and Abe.
Hey guys, it is Michael
and April
from Stevensville Gamers. Oh yeah. Woo!